Hey guys, so I literally have like 20 minutes to sit down and get ready to leave and do my makeup because I have to go to work, so I figured why not sit down and film this and really stress myself out even more. But seriously, I thought it'd be fun to kind of see which products are like my go-tos, the ones I'm grabbing when I'm kind of in a rush getting ready. We're gonna do like a basic face, nothing crazy, like a natural eye and everything. So I just figured you guys might be interested in seeing like what my go-to products are. So let's just get ready because I have no time to waste. I already popped on some brows real quick to save some time. Prime my eyelids, use Brow Wiz, Anastasia, that's a given, and prep my eyes with some Tarte Shape Tape. So first, I'm just gonna do my foundation real quick. I'm gonna use the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Linen, and we're just gonna run this all over the face. I love this foundation. It's just super quick for me because I could just like throw it on and blend it out, and it's just like amazing and perfect and airbrush, and it is so gone. And I'm just gonna blend that out with my Artis Oval 8 brush. You don't have to use this brush, but I like to use a brush with this foundation the most. I feel like it just makes it glide over the skin really easily and flawlessly. My brows are totally like not okay today, but you know what? This is like a very realistic makeup tutorial, and sometimes like life isn't perfect and neither are your brows, so just deal with it. Okay, next, to just warm up the face a little bit, I'm taking the same Hourglass foundation in a darker shade, in the shade Beige, and I'm just going to like re-sculpt out a little bit of the face. So essentially just like kind of bronzing, but with a really light shade. Alright, now I'm going to pop on a little bit of concealer. I used to use this all the time. This was my go-to, and like I have been using it. I just haven't been using it a lot like on camera when I film for you guys recently, but I still been using it. I just feel like I've been gravitating more towards it in like the wintertime. Wintertime's rolling in now. My skin's feeling a little bit more dry, so instead of like gravitating more towards the Tarte Shape Tape, I've been gravitating more towards the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. It's just really super creamy and it's a lot more hydrating, so I feel like it doesn't exaggerate any dryness under my eyes. Just be careful, you definitely have to set this, or like your mascara might transfer a little bit. That's like the problem I have. But I have that problem with like a lot of concealers. My mascara always seems to transfer. I have no idea why. Even if like I set my under eyes, it's just like really freaking annoying. It's because my bottom lashes are super long, so they're always rubbing like right there, and like especially if you're wearing a more creamy concealer, you're definitely gonna run into that problem. But if you don't normally have that problem, you won't run into it, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying. I need to eat breakfast. I feel like I drank too much coffee and I need to eat breakfast. This video is gonna be a hot mess, but it is what it is, you know? It's real life. See how it stays like really super emollient? So you really gotta set that down. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I've really been loving this. I just mentioned I picked this up in my Sephora VIB haul, and I was gonna update you guys on it. And I really do enjoy it, actually. It's a really super smooth powder, and it's been doing me good lately. I can't complain about it. I really love it. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my entire face with this powder as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop some highlight on before I move on to bronzer. I just feel like it blends a little bit more seamlessly when I do my highlight first. So I'm taking the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and we're just going to toss that on with a gigantic fan brush. And then just to bronze up the face a little bit, I'm taking the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and I'm just going to bronze up the face. A little bit of blush as well. I'm just taking like a couple different blushes, probably like these two from the new Tarte limited edition blush set. Okay, for eyes, we're gonna do something super natural. I just picked this palette up like 2 weeks ago, and it's one of those palettes, you know, you pick it up and you cannot put it down and you're like, what have I been doing without this for my whole life? So this came out a while ago. This is the Lorac Unzip palette, and it's just like a really great everyday palette. I've been grabbing this just for like everyday looks, just throwing them on. I love like the tones in this. The shimmers are amazing. I don't know why it took me so long to get this palette. I feel like I've walked by it like every time I've been in Ulta, and I love Lorac shadows, so like why don't I have this? But it's amazing. This is a really good palette, and I would definitely recommend it for like everyday use. I'm gonna start by taking this shade, and I'm gonna run it on the outer corner and a little bit into the crease. It's just like a very natural eye, kind of just gives the eye some shape and dimension, and it's just quick. I forgot to highlight my brow bone, so I'm just taking some of that Rihanna highlighter, and I'm just going to pop that on real quick. And I'm going to take the same shade I just put in the crease, and I'm just going to run that right under the lash line and connect it just to create a little bit of depth on the lower lash line. Okay, so now I'm just going to brighten up the lid. I'm going to take this white matte shade. Is it matte? Yeah, I think it's matte. It looks matte. It looks matte on the eyes, so it's matte. And I'm just going to pop this on the lid. It just brightens the look up a little bit. Then I'm just going to take some Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner in black, and I'm just going to tight line my eye just to give a little bit of definition to the upper lash line before I do mascara. Since I'm not going to be wearing any lashes, this kind of just helps to darken up the lash line. My go-to mascara is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So good. Ever since I got this, I've been like addicted to it. It just really keeps a curl in my lash really well throughout the day. They don't fall, and it's just so cheap and amazing. I actually need a new one. Mine's getting like a little dried out. Yeah, I definitely need a new one. And I would do lip liner, but I do not have time for it, unfortunately. If I did have time for lip liner, I would do like NYX Nude Beige, but I'm taking MAC lipstick in the shade Faux, really pretty nude, and we're just gonna throw this on, all right? When I'm not using a lip liner, I like to take like a brush, a little tiny brush, and do the outer edges of my lips with that, just so I can get like a nice defined line. Okay guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed my like go-to everyday products I use when I'm in a rush and just like for every day. These have been my go-to current favorites, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!